comes to, well, first of all, in the consent decree, in a lot of ways, you and the Attorney General and the power, the Governor now, Jeff Landry, have agreed in terms of opposing its ongoing nature. Can you talk about where you stand now with the consent decree? You filed a motion to terminate it 18 months ago, how that's going, the progress with it?
Well, what I will say is that the city of New Orleans is in alignment with Governor Landry. We appreciate the fact that he understands the needs on the ground here, meaning the level of support that our New Orleans Police Department needs, but also deserves. And so I am pleased that he has echoed literally my sentiments relative to the impacts of the consent decree, the harm, I would say, overall that it's caused, but we have made sure that we've utilized the resources that the consent decree did usher in to make sure that we are at a phase of substantial completion. So I believe without any hesitation or doubt that the men and women of the New Orleans Police Department of today are responsible for the reforms that we're benefiting from as a city. And I have taken the necessary steps to have a superintendent that has been appointed with the experience and the right complement to work with all parties as it relates to the consent decree to ensure that we get to substantial completion. That's where I am. That's where I've been. I have a superintendent. We have a superintendent in Chief Kirkpatrick who is doing the job and who can speak to her efforts and engagement relative to the consent decree and all parties related to that. But I'm in full support.
So what's your reaction to the Governor Landry's choice of the word shambles to describe the NOPD?
Well, my reaction to the media's choice to highlight that one, the wording there, but what the governor said was right on. The impacts that the consent decree has had on our department, it's time for substantial completion. And I am in alignment with that. And with the leadership of our Chief Kirkpatrick, I believe that we're going to get there in coordination and in partnership. So I'm working in consultation and just in collaboration with Governor Landry.
If I can just follow up with that with Chief Kirkpatrick, the governor also mentioned it would take 10 years or more to dig out of the hole, so to speak, to hire back up to proper staffing. Is that your time estimate of 10 years to get the department kind of back up to closer to full strength?
No, that's not my timeline, and I understand that. But we are actually have a plan about how we're going about recruiting, and we have earmarks in which we're trying to hit. And so, no, that I'm going to be tied to the Cantrell administration, and so 2-year timeline for me is my timeline for getting us back to where we should be without compromise. So I will not lower standards, and that is not going to happen. We're just going to continue to hire the best of the best, and winners are always attracted to the best team. So I have no concern that we're going to get the best of the best.
Thank you, Chief. ABC 26.
As far as when the troops do come, as far as when the troops do come, what role do you want them to play to help rule these departments?
Oh, when the first of all.
No, I didn't understand the
Yeah,
question.
it's about when the state patrol
Oh,
comes.
okay.
Yes, and so we've already had several meetings together with the leadership. I have met personally with the governor. I appreciated very much his partnership and his willingness to send us help. And he deserves the credit for doing that for us. We have met the leadership of the state patrol, the colonel and I. His executive staff has met with my executive staff, and we are absolutely partners and teammates in this, okay? So they have different roles, but they're going to be in the districts as well. They're not just going to be in the French Quarter. They're going to help us in all areas of the city, and there are about 40 new state patrol that will be coming to work alongside with us. We work a lot with all of our partners, from parishes to feds. So we are accustomed to working together.
It's nothing new.
Yeah, nothing new.
Yeah.